So let's take a walk down memory lane if lying is important, because I would argue Hillary could be called the biggest liar of them all. She lied over and over again about her email server scandal. You might remember all of this.
The laws and regulations in effect when I was Secretary of State allowed me to use my email for work. That is undisputed. It clearly wasn't the best choice. And I take responsibility for that decision. I thought it would be easier to carry just one device for my work and for my personal emails instead of two.
iPhone or Android?
iPhone. Okay, in full disclosure,
BlackBerry.
and a BlackBerry. I have an iPad, a mini iPad, an iPhone, and a BlackBerry. I believe I have met all of my responsibilities, and the server will remain private. In order to be as cooperative as possible, we have turned over the server. They can do whatever they want to with the server to figure out what's there or what's not there.
And there's a lot more. Remember during the Benghazi terrorist attack that left 4 Americans dead? That was back in 2012. Well, Clinton emailed her daughter hours after the attack, and she wrote, quote, 2 of our officers were killed in Benghazi by an al-Qaeda-like group. The ambassador, who I handpicked, and a young communications officer on temporary duty with a wife and 2 young children. Very hard day, and I fear more of the same. Now, Clinton knew the truth, but she told you, the American people, this lie.
This has been a difficult week for the State Department and for our country. We've seen the heavy assault on our post in Benghazi that took the lives of those brave men. We've seen rage and violence directed at American embassies over an awful internet video that we had nothing to do with. It is hard for the American people to make sense of that because it is senseless.
Well, she told her daughter one thing, the Libyan president one thing, the Egyptian prime minister and the same thing, but you, the American people, something very different. Doesn't get any more blatant than that. Now, tomorrow night, Clinton is going to try and do her very best she can do to aggravate, agitate, irritate, upset, get under Donald Trump's skin. My advice to Donald Trump, don't take the bait. Now, maybe you can use a line from the Gipper, Ronald Reagan, and say, well, Hillary, there you go again.